that shit over.
Fuck.
But save that fucking video. Save that shit. Camera said no. Hi. Oh my god, I'm 29. Holy shit.
Alright.
So, this table's gonna. Alright, we just can't hit this table hard.
Welcome to Feeling Free with Harry G. Today's guest is one of my best friends, Mr. Salvador Engolia. We've been friends for more than a decade, and I'm glad to have him on. He has no clue what we're going to be talking about. So, let's start off by talking about that Titanic situation. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. We're all going to hell. Like everybody I know is going to hell.
Thank you for coming on, Sal. We met when we were teenagers, and we've been friends ever since. Even worked together at Red Bull. That was a special time.
Was it scripted?
What were some of your favorite moments at Red Bull?
Being in a 120-degree warehouse with nothing but Red Bull to drink when all we wanted was water.
That's your favorite moment? That sounds terrifying.
All I can think of is shit I hated doing. I think some of the best moments are just like the trips to and from wherever we were going.
Why do you have so much hate in your heart?
It's just the kind of person I am.
You're really dark.
Mm-hmm.
Like me.
Mm-hmm.
But me is literally.
Alright,
Yeah.
He still refuses to be your friend.
Shout out to the hurricane. Did I turn off?
No, did it?
The screen's off. You know what? If Snapchat is fucking me right now, I'm done with them motherfuckers. Yeah, it did. How do I get my screen to stay on?
How do I breathe without you? I want to know. How am I supposed to breathe with no air? And you can't breathe with no air. How I feel when I know you ain't there. No air, no air. Me out here in the
I
water
know I get
so
my phone
deep.
and I go to sleep.
Tell me how you gonna be without me. I'm gonna get sexual with this ice cream cone.
Do you remember when we had a job to do at Red Bull on a Sunday, and we went to Old Town the night before, and Matt chewed us all out the next day? Because we had to be at BR at like 8:30 in the morning, and me, you, and Quentin went out to the bar, and Matt was pissed off because we got back at like 3 in the morning, and everybody woke up late. Well, I was the one that was up on time, and I was calling y'all. I was calling y'all to get up.
I don't need the pause.
That was the truth. That time.
That time. You know what I mean?
It was because I was like,
times I sat in your driveway.
but I was like, I was telling everybody, I was like, get up, because I was like, he gonna be pissed off.
Yeah, you were on top of everything.
And then, even when we made it out there, we forgot the plates, so Tommy had to bring the plates out there, and everybody was mad because Matt paid him $1 per mile, and we was getting paid per hour, and we was like, wait, he not even doing shit except driving us the plates.
Yeah, he made out like he just got the whole pay for the job.
Yeah, he could have went to Old Town and fucking slept.
I wish I could have drank the night before and then just been the driver. You know, the next day. Well, why didn't I get that option?
Well, it'd be like that sometimes.
Oh my god, dude.
So, Sal, where are you from?
Right here. Slidell, Louisiana.
Slittle?
In this house. I was born in this house.
Who's in this house?
What?
No.
Talking about either.
Where are you from?
Here.
Where are you really from? You really got me eating this shit on fucking camera right now?
I mean, I'm eating this shit on 2 cameras right now. I have this is the OF right here. This is up close and personal.
It's like, yeah. This shit.
Earlier, I was staring at something on your lip for like 15 minutes. It was just chilling.
You didn't even say nothing?
No. Because it's on that side. Camera can't see that.
It's still there.
Meanwhile, I got up close and personal. Is this even going?
It went out again.
Why are you doing it on Snapchat?
I don't know.
Just run a video. And let your phone die. Be a man about it.
Why'd you put yours on the charger? Because you're going to be a hoe about it.
Because we already 3 hours behind schedule on this podcast. If I had to wait for my phone to get to 50%.
I don't need to be eating something.
You didn't get your shit together over there. I ain't seen that much white shit on your mouth since Bonnaroo, dude.
Fuck you.
You see what I'm doing over here? Once you go black, you never go back.
Well, we're not going to go any further about that unbounded shit.
That Bonnaroo shit.
Can you do like a dual screen on your camera?
Do you look? Does it look like I made even one TikTok in my life?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I haven't. I think there's an app for that, right? Dude, you're savage with this fucking ice cream cone. Now that was the bite that should have been on camera. You gotta get from behind the scenes back there.
I have to wash my hands and my mouth.
Yeah.
Where's your thing at? How we gonna get both of us?
My dead phone.
You really ain't shit, bro. But I already knew that. So, where are you from? Because you never answered me correctly. You wasn't born in this house.
I'm from what was the old hospital called? North Shore?
North Shore Regional?
Is that it? No.
Well, Austin is. Well, they all Austin now, but. Where?
By Hooters?
By Popeyes, yeah.
I mean Popeyes, yeah. Yeah. There.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Ted, if you want to do you want GPS coordinates?
That's how my grandma died. That was your okay. Were you really born there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember someone that was born there. They also died 5 minutes after.
That's the thing about hospitals.
What?
Do you think there's more life or more death that happens at hospitals?
I would say both.
It's an either or question.
Yeah, but I would still say both because while somebody is dying, people are being born at the same time.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, what?
But I mean, one has to occur at a higher rate than the other.
Yeah, but I mean, it
Probably.
I would say it depends because people are being born every second of the day. People are dying every second of the day.
No.
So, if you keeping track of that, I feel sorry for you.
Are there more doors or wheels on Earth?
More doors or wheels?
Yeah.
I'll say wheels.
You sure? Think about how.
I'm not.
Think about how many houses are on Earth and how many doors are in a house.
Yeah.
I know you got 4 wheels per car usually.
But think about how many wheels are on the road. And wheels transporting rides at a theme park. And it's just the wheels.
Yeah, but there's doors on some of those carts.
The wheels on the bus, they're going round and round.
Shut up, I was going to make a joke about that. Can't take my content like that, dude. Alright. Oh, that was a hard one.
It was.
Give me that checking. Give me that checking.
Are you going to go Kobe?
Yeah.
You better do it for Kobe.
Kobe.
Yeah, good job. Rest in peace, Kobe.
Yeah, pour one out. hold the camera. Nailed it on the phone.
Don't fuck with me, fellas. Just saying, my What do you do for work?
Work in compliance for a financial institution.
Go more in detail. Elaborate.
I work in AML, which is anti-money laundering.
Yes, that's what I want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
So, how does that go?
How's it go?
Yeah. Do you like what you do?
Yeah.
You like pulling up people's bank accounts and criminal details?
Some people be wilding financially.
How often do you find, like when you search for things, that people have been participating in criminal activity?
Well, the thing is, we don't really know that, like unless we find some type of
like a normal activity or something. Like people getting transactions. That's
a lot of the stuff we look at is nothing. But then some things we do look at, we have to do like external research on counterparties and things, and sometimes like we find that they've been arrested or they have negative news surrounding them and stuff, and so it kind of paints a better picture for us in a way of what account activity we're looking at or possibly looking at. But
so do you work with the feds?
I mean, we send our responsibility as a financial institution is to report suspicious activity that we find.
So you the feds?
No, bitch. Shut the fuck up. We send it to the feds, and then sometimes the feds are like, "All right, cool, thanks."
He's getting so defensive.
But I'm not a fed. Do you think I'm a fed?
You're super fed.
You want to go back to the binary conversation? You think I'm a fed?
No, I know you're not.
Alright, bitch.
Are you high right now?
Do you ever get nervous?
That's just what I was about to ask you.
Are you single? I heard you fucking girl. Is it true? I can't say the next part.
That's why I ended it there. Did you have my computer? Alright, next I want to ask you, what are some goals that you have set for yourself this year? That you have already checked off?
None.
Not a single one?
No. I'm not really a person that sets goals. I should be, but I don't.
Why not?
So I procrastinate, and then like my biggest goal would be working out or getting back in shape, like a 10-pound weight loss or something.
You haven't done anything in ever going?
I just ate ice cream.
So did I.
Camera.
That don't mean you're not working out.
No, I'm not working out.
Why not?
This right here.
Why aren't you working out?
Sometimes I switch the form up. Sometimes it's like this,
So why aren't you working out?
No motivation.
Are you trying to get that motivation back? Or you just like, I'm cool with it?
No, definitely not cool with it. I want to be in that Bonnaroo shape, dude. I want to be like holding up that M&M sign with you again.
What's stopping you?
Shit. Like 30 pounds.
What's stopping you from going to the gym?
30 pounds. Next question.
So, speaking of goals this year, I know you told me recently that it was like around January, February that you were thinking about getting a penis enhancement surgery.
Yeah.
Did you put that off or did you go through with it?
Dude, I can't even get in the gym. You think I'm gonna end up in the doctor's office? To get snipped and shit, dude?
Why didn't you go through with it?
Money. I've had too many girls say, babe, yours is perfect. So, I just...
So you said,
I don't need it.
goal achieved.
Why I gotta walk around like you? And trip over a kickstand, bro? Like, I'm fine with my life.
Not anymore since I got my hernia surgery. They
Does
sent me up.
Yeah, but... Did they just, like, chop a chunk out and then move it over and sew it back up?
No, they pull some of the skin back.
Uh-huh.
And that's all we're gonna say.
Walk me through this. I need to know.
It still has some perks.
It still perks, or it still has some perks?
Both.
Alright, good.
Yeah.
Alright, good.
What are some things that you find that you excel in?
I excel in?
Yes.
I feel like this is like job interview. This is like job interview question.
Well, you gotta say it because you want to get the job, right?
What?
So tell me, I'm your future employer.
I'm just making sure there's no.
I'm
just making sure there's no black couch anywhere.
Hey, I'm your future employer.
Back here.
Hey, you want to be?
You're my future employer. All right, continue.
You want to be on
the cover?
No, what's that casting? The couch.
That's what I said.
No, that's what I said. What's
Yeah.
the name of it?
Casting couch.
Yeah, so I'm casting couch. So
I'm glad you had a hernia surgery. That's a W in my book.
What are some things you excel in?
Jokes, making people laugh.
I don't see it.
No. I feel like this is this interview switches between two ferns with Zach Galifianakis when he's just like they're doing just literally what you just did. Where it's just like the most awkward exchanges ever. And then it'll like switch back to like an actual like normal conversation about things. So now you're just gonna stare at me, huh? Now you're just gonna.
Hey man, you gotta have multiple personality disorder.
Do you?
Yeah.
In the middle of a podcast interview?
No, everyone has it. Some people just hide it. Mine is on full.
They kill people.
What are some things you excel in?
Is that why you don't kill people? Because like you let it out before it gets to that point?
No, that's not why.
Oh.
I just don't want to go to
I excel in Excel.
Show me.
I use it every.
I haven't used Microsoft Excel in a long time.
You haven't?
No. And you're not gonna show me. Because you're full of shit.
You're at my computer.
I'm at my computer.
Touche.
So is that all you
I use
excel
this
in?
computer.
Is that all you excel in?
What
are some things you're good at, Salvador?
Video games.
Elaborate.
Rocket League.
Well,
Decent.
since I've seen you play, that's all the information I need to know.
Okay.
Alright. What are some things you struggle with?
Podcasts.
Same.
Interviews. Same.
What are some things you struggle with for real? Like in everyday life?
Here. Just like half asleep over here. I mean, dude, fuck, all kinds of stuff.
Like what?
Like, you want like deep shit, or you want like
Anything you feel. Tell me 2 things that you struggle with.
Confidence, self-confidence, and well, self-conscious wouldn't be different, right?
It can tie into that.
Being self-conscious and being
like having like a confidence.
Mm-hmm. I think that also actually plays into the gym stuff.
Yeah.
Like, because I feel so out of shape compared to where I was.
So you feel like shit.
I feel like shit, and then I go in there, and I mean, like, my fucking gym is on Magazine Street.
Right.
Most people in there are literally, they look like
they work
Magazine, Lower Garden District, Uptown.
Yeah. And that's like when you was working out and you was doing a 30-day program, but you was more confident in yourself.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because like I felt better about myself because I've been lifting for months and I had the progress and I saw results. Like, you know, the routine. It's just getting
definitely.
It's getting back into that. And
yeah, even when I went back this week, it was more so like I started getting like depressed when I couldn't work out.
Yeah.
When I was waiting on that appointment, but I went back last weekend. The moment I did, it was like I instantly started getting back in the groove, and I felt like my confidence just like restoring.
Shit, sorry. But I mean, yeah, I agree. Another thing I'm struggling on is my like activity balance. So like, I work all day in front of a computer, and if I don't have anything to do, I just stay in front of the computer.
Yeah.
And I play games for hours after. So there's days where like I literally just am inside all day and shit like that. And then like obviously that also goes along with like just being more like just active and social.
Right.
And so like sometimes the thought of like going into the gym and like having to feel that self-consciousness about myself and shit just like deters me. Even though like as soon as I get in there and I put my headphones in and I start lifting, all that goes away. It's like just getting in there to fucking do it, you know?
So are y'all strictly from home now?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are?
Mm-hmm. I haven't been in my office in like 3 years.
So, do you feel like what you was just saying, do you feel that working from home made you like more lazy?
Can we show the label in this? Are we gonna get the blackout product?
We might.
He said we fucking might.
But do you feel like working from home made you lazy? Because not like in work aspect, but like afterwards.
Yeah, it makes me lazier.
Yeah.
Because the other thing is, I used to work out with Jared. Like when we were going in the office, I was doing morning workouts.
Right.
Me and him would be.
I remember that.
Like every morning at like fucking 6. And we'd work out and then go to work for like 7:30.
Is he still working out?
Yeah, dude. He never stops. He's an animal. Yeah.
But when you in New Orleans, like, why you don't go meet him?
Because they also do morning workouts, and I'm just so far from morning workouts right now. Yeah. I'd have to honestly, I'd have to be like in a workout routine and like motivated to switch to mornings. Yeah. So I did it for a week, and then I fell off, and then I did like afternoon workouts for a week and fell off, and.
Right.
And now I'm here, so that was my other thing. It's like I want to work out like after I get back to New Orleans and everything. Like after I'm done like hanging out here and Mom recovers with the knee and everything. I want to work out, but that's always what it is. I'm always like, oh, I'll start now, I'll start then, whatever. And I might start and do it for a little bit, but like I don't stick to it. I need I need to hate myself.
I remember when you was going running. And
I never hated myself more.
And you would be like, I don't want to go. But when we started, I'll be like, dude, we just did 3 miles. You'd be like, really? I was like, yeah, you did.
And be like, really?
Then you did. No, we'll just be running and talking. And you wouldn't even, I'll be like, we just did 2 miles. We just did 3 miles.
Well, that's the other thing.
But
that's the other thing. I've always operated better with people. Like,
yeah, same.
Literally, you can tell me to build a wall, and if I gotta build that bitch by myself, I'm gonna procrastinate. It's gonna suck. Everything, whatever. But then like you're like, oh, build this wall with me. I get a lot out of like the camaraderie of it.
Yeah.
And that overpowers like
Right.
the bullshit task we're doing. It makes it fun.
That's why a lot of people.
That's why I like working out with people.
I didn't say a lot of
but
people.
But then in
like
full swing,
CrossFit.
Sometimes I'm like, fuck, I don't feel like switching off this machine with someone. I want to get this workout done. And then you start wanting to work out by yourself. But it's a whole process through that, you know?
Yeah, and they have like different methods you can do stuff like. Even now, a lot of times I go in and I'm like, all right, it's cool to partner one day. Then, like you just said, sometimes you go in and you want to get a workout in like this. And then you have times like when I did CrossFit, I liked it because you by yourself, but you kind of feeding off everybody energy. So it's just like you see this, one of my favorite memories, I guess it shouldn't be my favorite, but I mean it is. This chick was running and she was like way heavier than me. And I had just smoked a cigarette before my class. And we had to run 2 miles. So she like running and I'm over there like slacking. And she like zoomed right past me. So I thought in my head, I was like, no fucking way. So in my head, it was like motivating in a fucked up sense. So I was like, boom, 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 boom. I like finished it. So and you have times when like a partner in a gym you can feed off the energy. Sometimes you feed off your own energy and you want to just you. And sometimes like being in a group can go a long way. But it's a lot of things that can motivate you. Just like having
an accountability group.
Yeah, like just like having a nutritionist. People will pay a nutritionist to write down the foods they should and should not have. But really deep down, you know what you shouldn't have.
Yeah.
But it helps you to have somebody like hold you accountable and so forth.
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember like when I was in full swing, it was because I was living in the apartment with Reese.
Yeah.
And Tony. And literally like there'd be days when I did not feel like doing it, and Reese would be like, bullshit, I'm going, you're coming with me.
Yeah.
And then vice versa. And some days we both just be pumped and go get a fucking killer workout in.
Carson Sanji told me best one day when I was talking about pre-workout. And he was just like, you don't need pre-workout. He's like, some days you want to get it, some days you don't.
Yeah.
But he's like, don't rely on like this to get you going or whatever. And it's really like a thing to where you pull energy from anywhere you can. Like some days I will go to the gym at 7 in the morning. Some days I'm like, God, I'm going out like 5.
You know what's weird?
Yeah.
I've always had random wants to work out like middle of the night.
Yeah.
Like some nights, like I'll just like not be tired or something. It'd be 12 o'clock at night. Like that's
I've been the same way.
That's why I love like Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
Dude, you go in that bitch fucking middle of the night. There's 2 other people in there. Like you got a gym to yourself.
Yeah.
Best feeling.
Calls Gates on calls. It's 24 hours.
When me, Tony, and Reese worked at Young's, we wouldn't get off till like 11, 12 at night. And sometimes we'd go work out like after that.
Yeah.
Stuff. But yeah, I do miss that about a 24-hour gym. But then I don't like Planet Fitness at peak hours because...
Yeah, I hate Planet Fitness in general. I went there for a few months, and I remember the last time I went there, I was doing leg extensions.
Did you have the black membership?
Yeah. I never had a problem with the membership. It was just, I remember I was doing like leg extensions, and I was going like up and down, and the machine kept going like... And it set off this alarm that was in there. They call it the lunk alarm.
Mm-hmm.
And the worker came over there and was like, hey, you can't be doing that. And then I remember one time I wore like a white beater shirt, and they came and told me I couldn't do that, couldn't wear that. And I was like, this fucking place is like full of fucking rules. They don't even have free weights. But it was cool for what it was, but Crossgates was just like, I mean, every gym, every business itself has its issues, but
yeah,
Crossgates is just like a more like free setting to work out.
Yeah. So I did Planet Fitness, but then I did Anytime in New Orleans.
Yeah.
I used to work out at the Canal one, and it's small.
Yeah.
There's so many fucking people. Like that was like one of the busiest gyms. That Anytime and the Anytime on Ferret. Which was even smaller.
So you had an Anytime Fitness membership. Did you get to go to any time in any city, like Planet Fitness was?
You did, but there was something about like when I was signed up, you had to like only go to yours for like a month. Don't even. It's right there. It's right fucking there.
All right.
Don't even.
I'm getting it.
All right. They had like a month thing after you're there for like a 30, like a probation period essentially, and you like declared like your home gym. You could use any of the other ones.
Why would you have to do that?
I don't know. Probably some type of like forecasting or something. Like to retain numbers to know like
Yeah.
population wise and activity wise, you know, like I don't know.
That's
what
like
that's
Planet
what
Fitness is they have this weird thing to where it's like 20 for the black membership and 10 for the other one, but then they still charge you like another big fee. Like
they do the October one.
Yeah,
it's like $40 or $50.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, like overall, dude, I pay fucking $90 a month for mine.
Where?
Fucking Franco's, and that's again.
You pay $90 right now.
Yeah, dude.
And you don't go.
Yeah, dude.
No way.
Yeah, dude, it's bad.
No way.
It's bad over here, dude. It's bad.
90?
It's bad.
Wait, first of all, what do you get there?
You're gonna make me throw up. Not like it's like a normal gym. There's nothing special about it except
a pool.
Except it's Franco's, which is like, dude, the big Franco's is in Mandeville. So
No, I'm asking, do they have like a pool and stuff? Like Cross Gates, they have military, which is considered like a resort.
I think
what's there that's so special?
I think the big Franco's in Mandeville does. Like the main one.
And you can go to all of them?
No. Dude, Lower Garden District.
Hell, I don't believe you pay $90 to not go. I know it's true. I just can't grasp it.
Yeah, me neither. So I'm like, oh, don't cancel it, because then there's so much bullshit hoops to jump through to cancel it.
Dude,
so I'm like, just go, and then I'll go for like, I'll literally go for
that's like 5 Netflix subscriptions.
Oh, I know.
That's like a pair of Nikes every month.
Oh, I know.
Almost a pair of J's.
That's like $2,000 for the 2 years I barely fucking used it. Yeah.
4 months can get you a fucking PlayStation.
I don't need a PlayStation.
You don't need that gym membership either, obviously.
Fuck you. I need the gym membership.
From January to fucking June right now.
I need.
You. From January to June right now.
I probably put a month in.
A month?
Yeah. Out of 6.
Dude, that's a flight to Colorado. And back.
Don't worry about that. I got points. You know why? Because
it don't matter.
OTT.
Hey, yeah, I know you wish your gym had points on. I know you wish you had rollover on.
I got rollover, dude. Don't worry about rollover. Dude, it's bad over here. Like, I don't know. No excuses. Like, it's just. Yeah.
If I can get you a 7-day membership to Cross Gates, how long you gonna be here? 4 weeks on and off?
Yeah.
If I can get you a Daniel working membership, if I can get you like a pass to go, would you come with me? Just to give you like a head start.
Maybe.
You will. You don't never show me no.
I can't tell you no. You'll just show up and carry me out of this house.
Alright. We're gonna move on from that $90 gym membership that goes unused.
Mm-hmm. Please. Fucking please move on from it.
I was thinking about moving on, but we're gonna have to go right back to it for a minute. No, I'm not gonna torture you like that. I'm gonna just have to torture you this week with a workout. Yeah, I had to take off 2 weeks. 2 months for that appointment, so I get it. And it is hard to, like, all jokes aside, it really is hard once you, even if you don't have like a situation like I did with the doctor, it's fucking hard to take that time off and get back in it. Because even when I went to Vegas, I'll never forget, I worked out in CrossFit. I was doing CrossFit for 7 months. And all I kept thinking about, my trip to Vegas, whatever. And I went to Vegas, and I was so burnt out when I got back from Vegas. I quit CrossFit. Like I felt like nothing was left in my soul because, dude, Vegas. Like I always tell people, I probably have like one more Vegas trip in my whole life, but I don't know after that if I could ever do it again. But I remember I was so tired after day two. It felt like something I never went on a trip like that. To where
CrossFit?
no, to Las Vegas.
Just in general?
Yeah, like when I went for my birthday, but I did CrossFit for like 7 months, and then leading up to my Vegas trip. But when I went to Vegas, I was there for 5 days. I'll never forget on day two. I was like, I want to go home.
What did you do on day one?
Just
I
I was Vegasing.
Oh, okay.
But it was like I remember usually when you go somewhere, you feel like, damn, I only got 4 more days here. In Vegas, I was like, fuck, I got 4 more days here, and constant
I felt like that in the future.
do like partying, and I remember me and Cameron would go to the room, and it would feel like a crime to even go to your room at like 5 in the morning, because even though everything was like up and alert, you would go to your room and people was coming out. People was like constantly moving, so we'd be like, all right, we'll go to the room for a little bit and come back out. And then I was gambling and I blew through $900 some on my second day, and that's when I was like, I'll never gamble again. And I kept my word except for now. When the last time I went to the casino in Mississippi, I only played the like quarter shit. No more.
Got some free drinks.
Yeah, like no more blackjack and shit like that. But I remember like I wanted to come back to it, and I felt so depleted to where I was like, I can't work out no more. And I knew that was like wrong of me to feel like that.
But sleep deprivation.
But I no, I'm saying like it lasted for months, and
yeah.
So when I got back, I went back to working out upstairs in the gym, but CrossFit, it was like something in me wouldn't let me go back to it, and that was the last time I did like sign up, was in a CrossFit membership, and so I know how it is to be like. It happens to anybody. Some people go through a breakup and be like, oh, I don't want to work out no more. Some people lose a job and be like, I have no more energy to work out. Some people can just go through depression and be like, I don't want to work out anymore. And even me, I've been guilty of telling friends, like, get back in the game, bro. Get back and go into it to help with mental health and so forth. But sometimes it's not in a person to just do that at that very moment. And that's why, like, a lot of times now, I'm, like, learning to not try to like push somebody into doing something, because even if you feel like something worked for you, you always have to remember the times when you was feeling slumped too. And it's not even that you're trying to like force somebody. You might even be thinking in your head like, hey, I remember that time when I felt this and I knew it would help me out, and now I can help my friend. Like you might have complete good intentions, but you still have to remember, like, your friend might be going through something that is completely dragging their existence down. And it's not as easy as just, like, packing up a bag and driving to the gym, because if they did, they would do it. And although it's, like I said, you might have good intentions, be like, come on, let's go. Like, get in shape and da-da-da. Is another thing to have, like, empathy also to know, like, your friend might be going through something that he might haven't even told you yet, or she haven't even told you yet, and they might not even feel comfortable going around people right now. It might not even be about them not lifting.
It's other factors.
Yeah, it might be like they might not want to go in front of society right now, and you have to like check that.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel that sometimes.
Yeah,
like being so shut in and working and like being alone.
Right.
So much throughout my normal day. Like, I gravitate towards that more so than before. Like, it takes more for me to go out. And of course, I'm getting older and things like that. So, like, you know, your feelings on stuff like that, everything's going to change. But the whole, like, work from home thing, the whole COVID thing, like, that should knock people, like...
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's what messed up my original... Like, I was still working out into COVID and stuff and trying to work out, like, post-COVID. Like, the start of COVID, you know?
Yeah, and me, man, and Gabby, and even you, like we all talked about before, how we talked about how COVID, and I worked through the whole COVID lockdown, but it completely altered my state of mind to where all of us, and even when we be like, oh, I don't want to go to a concert anymore, I don't want to do this, and I don't want to do that, and you felt so comfortable and not even. I remember I like craved to see people when we was on lockdown. I would go to work at AWG, and I was like, even when we was on lockdown, I was driving to people's house and my friends, and we was partying even though we wasn't supposed to be. But you kind of like reach the points where you're just like, I remember at one point I was just like, damn. On one hand, it's like showing me that we don't really need each other because we all just like minding our business and doing everything in lockdown. But at the same time, it's making me miss these people. But then the whole time on lockdown, I was like craving to do all the things that I used to do. But as the time went on, it was like it killed my desire to do all the things.
You became complacent.
Yeah.
Doing all this.
And it went from me being like, I just want to go to a concert so bad to being like, I don't care if I ever get to a concert.
You remember like year 1 and 2 when they're like,
yeah.
oh, Voodoo canceled.
Yeah.
Oh, Voodoo canceled. Like, livid. Like, it was the only thing I was looking for. Is like, please, by the end of the year, let us be able to do that.
And then when it lifted, you was like, I don't give a damn about
after all this bullshit year or two we've gone through, yeah. But then, obviously that Voodoo's like dead.
Yeah.
And that's even worse.
Right. Because of fucking politics.
Yeah, it's always politics ruin all the fun stuff.
Yeah. But then it's like after, when everything came about and the lockdowns lifted and stuff, you really didn't have like no desire to do something. And me, Matt, and Gabby talked about that too, where it was like, are we depressed and that burnt out on stuff? Because
that's the age-old question, isn't it?
Yeah, because it wasn't even like we was like 50 and 60 years old to where we ran out of energy to do stuff. We had just become like so in tune with being at home.
Mm-hmm.
And we went from being like, oh, I want to be adventurous, I want to take these trips, I want to go here, I want to go there, to being like, oh, like, get off work, go home, sit on the couch, watch Netflix. And some people even became like judgmental about people that was still doing those things and having fun and living their life. People would be like, oh, I don't do that no more, I don't, whatever. But those same people was living good lives and having fun. Meanwhile, other people is just sitting at home and they knew deep down they wasn't happy.
Mm-hmm.
Or they could have been doing more, but they had somehow like all those months of being on lockdown, you somehow convince yourself like, this is the life I'm going to live for the rest of my life. And you realize that it was only a few short months before that you was trying to do things. And I went to see Holly Suspect in New Orleans at Tipitina's. And when I was there, that was my first concert since COVID. My last concert before COVID lockdown was Holly Suspect. My first concert that I went to after lockdown was Holly Suspect. And when I was there, I was just like, I'm having the time of my life. And I thought about all the concerts I had just scrolled past, and it was just like, damn, like, okay.
Yep.
And now we're going to see Adele in September.
I know, but I'm missing. I want to be at a festival.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
I want to go to one I haven't been to. Like,
Me too.
I want to go to like Electric Zoo or
Electric Forest.
Electric Forest. Yeah.
Remember I told you when I talked to Bobby recently?
Yeah.
Bobby Coffee, and he was just like, he said Bonnaroo is the one he can't miss because this like his like 17th, 18th Bonnaroo. But he said like through everything that go on in like our lives, Bonnaroo is the only one where he look forward to, where he give you like that feeling of when you get to like relive and whatever. And he don't even view it as just like a regular festival. It's just like a time in his life where he can just go and let loose. And
it's become become so much more than just a festival.
But even that, like concerts, going to eat, like picking up the phones and calling people rather than texting, like everything is so different now. Even how some stuff was getting there before the lockdown, but now it's just like on a detrimental level. Some people scared to pick up the phone. Some people are scared to hear a voice a voice. Like you.
I hear voices all the time.
Well, me too.
What do yours tell you to do?
A lot of things I can't say on camera.
Mine just tell me to jerk off usually.
Oh, mine have said that a few times. Well, next I want to ask you, speaking of jerking off, do you believe in religion?
Are you kidding? Yes. Believe in religion in general?
Yeah.
Or believe in God?
No, believe in religion.
Yeah.
And if so, what religion do you identify with?
I don't even know. The way I describe it is like I was raised Catholic, but there's a lot of things like in the Catholic Church that like I just don't agree with or I find conflicting. I don't know.
What's an example?
Like I don't know if this changed, but like my mom was like literally beating herself up over the fact that like she didn't get an annulment. And like I hear now that it's like free, like the church will do annulments, but like they were charging for like annulments.
Yeah.
And things like that. And it's just like it's always kind of when church is mixed with like financials. Yeah, I think man has a way of polluting.
Yeah, I definitely.
We
were raised Catholic until we went non-denomination, but
like I think more than anything, I'd be non-denomination. Like I believe in God and like trying to do good for others.
Yeah,
and that's just
that's what I feel.
That's simple for me to like follow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I feel
like everything else is politics. Like when you get deep into a religion, it's kind of like segregation into groups, and it's politics, and then groups usually hate each other. Like I just don't see a lot of good that comes from it.
Right.
I know there's people that like die hard like Catholic. You know, like Matt and stuff. Because like I brought up points with Matt before, and he always replies with something from the Bible or where it was written or where it was said, and I get it. But like at the end of the day, like there's so much interpretation with all that.
Right.
As well.
Right.
Your interpretation of it, my interpretation of it, like.
Yeah, like when we went non-denomination, it's more so like you, because my mom, like they was all diehard Catholics, like growing up, and then we like started out, but then my mom was like she didn't like how
all our moms were.
Yeah, like she didn't like how when we like switched over, you have to. Even now, I don't believe you have to go to confession, and it's no disrespecting.
I always have my own thoughts on.
Yeah, and I believe that if you ask God for forgiveness, then that's between you and God, not between you and somebody that.
Right, because everything is preached to us about God is inside you. He talks to you. You have your own relationship. Love Him, strengthen your relationship, and all this stuff. But it's like then I have to go to a priest, which we see track records on priests.
Right,
they're human. They have fault, and I'm not holding it against all of them.
No, I know what you mean.
We're all
human.
It's
flaws, like all of us.
Why would one human have to go to another human who's also flawed?
Right.
To achieve what you say can be achieved every night in my room.
Yeah.
When I pray to God, or I say prayers about things I'm anxious of and things like that. And
that's how I feel about that too. When people are like, oh, they like ordained to like do this to do that, and my view on it is, none of us are better than anyone else. None of us is more qualified than anyone else. And I feel like is at the end of the day, in my own personal view, we all are God's children. If you do like believe in that route, but that's what I believe. But it also like preaches that no one on this planet, and even like how I was raised, a janitor, a priest, my best friend, or even a stranger, not even if you have the four of us in one room, not a single one of us is better than each other. And I don't have to tell you what I'm feeling and expect you to like that to do something for me. And it might sound ignorant to some diehard religious people, but that's my view. I feel like in my heart, I'm completely flawed, and I have no issue showing my flaws. Sometimes that gets me in trouble because people don't understand why I'm so comfortable with showing flaws. But I still believe I'm going to heaven, and that's just my belief. I really don't know if I'm going there, but I still know that in my heart, I don't feel I have to go confess to somebody for me to get there.
Yeah. And then like,
and I would never believe that.
Right, and then like your penance or whatever, like how many you have to say X amount of Hail Marys or whatever. Okay, so I get forgiven by just saying those things over like actually going out and trying to like change my behavior,
right,
or better myself, or things like that. You know what I mean? Like it's just there's just too much like gray area
and structure that is, and usually like structure is referred to as like a good thing, but there's so much like structure and rules to where
it becomes overbearing.
Yeah, and if you don't follow it, you feel like you committed murder.
Yeah, or if you don't follow it or don't agree, those other diehard followers, like especially like it's like, you know, a known thing in Catholicism with Catholics, like they're some of the most extreme with like trying to like shove that shit in your face or down your throat or make you believe like all that. Like that's where I'm just like, dude, I'll tell you the reasons why I believe or like to believe or whatever, but like at the end of the day, if someone else is not gonna believe, like that's just their choice.
Right.
You're not gonna better anything by like arguing with them.
I tell people all the time, like I have a friend, and I'm not gonna name him out of respect, but he's agnostic, and I'll tell you like off camera, but he is one of the most genuine people ever. And when I tell this to everybody, dude, I've never heard him curse anyone out. And if you need a ride to Florida tomorrow morning,
literally the best human being, and it's coming from someone who doesn't even believe it.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, he would get shamed because he didn't believe.
They probably do more things like God or in, you know, God's will or whatever than like most of the Catholics you know or something.
Yeah, and he would like get shamed because the only reason he would get shamed was because he wasn't religious. But other than that, everybody viewed him as a wonderful person. And I would just be like, I still view him as one of the most wonderful people of all times. You don't have to, like, even if I believe in something, like, of course, if you do believe in something and somebody else does, y'all can have something to feed off of. But I never cared about, I know like they say when you believe in something, if you know it's right, you should try to encourage your neighbor to join in with you. But
how do you know it's right though?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to get to.
You know how many religions there are? Like, and people like, we were raised here in the U.S., in the South, in the Bible Belt, like Catholicism. Very common, whatever. Like people in India, China, like all over the world, like people have different views because of where they're born, how they're influenced, that culture, and whatever reasons that those, you know, we all believe what we believe.
Right.
Through just evolution and living and generations and information. And so it's like, you're telling me like, all right, you believe that God, like there's only one God and that's it or whatever. But then like across the world, or for with Catholicism, it's like, okay, if you don't believe in God or the one true God, whatever, like you're going to hell. Okay. All right. So now you have like a whole country that they are born and raised and taught a certain way, and completely innocent from birth. As the truest form of innocence that we can achieve is when we're a child and don't know right from wrong and things like that. And just because they grew up in that part of the world, they're damned. Like they're going to hell. You know what I mean? Like there's stuff like that just doesn't make sense to me. Like,
and another thing that people forget too is you're not supposed to judge them. Like when you find that in a lot of things. Like if your friend don't believe what you believe in,
and you might
if
think you're not judging someone.
Yeah, like if your spouse don't do that, and I even have friendships, even aside from religion, when I would tell friends like, oh, like, and I would even overstate my point. I had to check myself to be like, wait, no, you're pushing it because it's coming off as judgmental. By trying to persuade somebody into doing something, I believe in letting everybody figure out their own thing at their own time. Do you believe in forgiveness?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you believe that anything could be forgiven?
Anything can be forgiven depending on the willpower of the individual.
Where do you draw the line?
I mean, I think if someone killed somebody I love,
Yeah. So that's where you draw
that's
the line.
gonna be rough.
Murder.
It's gonna be rough. But at the same time, I don't know. I like to think that I wouldn't have it in me to kill that person, which would mean I mean, I guess you don't have to kill somebody to forgive them, but that'd take a lot to dead ass. Somebody kills my mom. For me to look at that person and be like, I forgive you, and let that shit go. I might say it, but can I really let that shit go?
So, do you think you practice many of the things that religion tells us?
I try, but I fail hard in a lot of places. I like to think I don't judge. I like to think I don't judge people, but everyone does subconsciously.
Yeah, definitely. Have you ever stolen something?
No, I don't think so. I was gonna make a joke. I'm like, yeah, yo, bitch, but actually stolen something? I really don't think I have.
In childhood and adulthood?
Yeah,
I knew you were a good boy.
There's gotta be something. Hold on, there's gotta be something. There's gotta be something. I don't know. I don't think so.
You know?
I honestly don't think so. Or it's not coming to mind.
There was that one time.
What one time?
At band camp. Are you ready for what's next?
Yes.
Okay. So, a few years ago, you lost your father, whom you was very close to. Can you tell me how that affected you? Because I know that you were very close to him.
It was the weirdest shit ever. Like, to be completely honest, having someone taken from you out of, just nowhere, completely unexpected like that, there's so much shit you have to process.
Yeah.
That, I probably haven't actually processed.
Yeah.
I think I've just kind of,
put it to the side.
Yeah, and then compartmentalized it, and it's just in a file cabinet in there. So, you know what I mean? Cause I know people that are in therapy.
What are you gonna do when it comes back to face you? Are you gonna be ready to face it back?
I mean, but that's the other thing. I feel like I would have got to that point already.
You wouldn't have. Mine was in 2014, and I didn't face it until 2020.
Okay, but how'd you face it?
I faced it when I was at home one day, and I was dealing with a bunch of grief. And I had put it all to the side to stay busy so long. And I was just working out, traveling, Bonnaroos, hanging out with friends, staying busy, and running around and traveling all these different places. And I remember it was always in the back of my mind, even from my very first Bonnaroo. I remember I was ready to not go to my very first Bonnaroo in 2014 because the last day fell on Father's Day. And we was mudsliding. That's why I always used to tell you that was my favorite Bonnaroo because we was mudsliding, doing all this stuff. And Airhall looked at me and he was like, "It's Father's Day, and you had a good time. This is the day you was worried about." But one day I was inside the house. I was at my apartment, and I was just looking around, and nobody was in there. It was just me. And I looked like in front of me, and then I looked left and right, and it was weird. I had never like seen it like it before. It felt like the walls was like closing in on me, and really it was just like a thing of this is the moment where it's time to face the shit that you've been running from, and it wasn't even like a battle that I had to face. It was basically just a thing to where me staying busy was running to be like, I gotta go to Tennessee, I gotta go to Florida, I gotta go to Texas, I gotta go here. But I had never learned how to deal with being still and moving, like taking things in and like then learning to move.
Yeah.
I was just like constantly on the go. You remember that when I used to be everywhere, like Hawaii. It looked beautiful on social media. You'd like, oh, he's in Hawaii now. He's in Tennessee. He's there. But and that was the thing. You can't stay still. So doing those fun things do help you.
Distract.
Yeah, because I knew my dad would. He was the type of happy person to be like, go travel, go do this. But and when you self reflect, it's a different thing that's separate from what anybody else would want for you. It's a thing of like, how have I learned to cope? Or how have I taught myself to face tough situations? And I always said one of the biggest things I used to get mad at was when people would be like, "Oh, Harold, you're so strong. You can like do this." But in my mind, I hated when people said that because it was all like a facade.
You don't feel
like,
strong.
Yeah, no, but it was a facade at that time. Like I did learn to be strong afterwards, but at the time it was a facade. Like going to Hawaii and going to Tennessee and going to Florida and stuff is not being strong. That's distraction.
That's running.
And being strong is being staying where you are and facing things head on, and not like running to here. Like a vacation seems cool on social media, and it even seems cool when you're there in person, but it's just like anything. A person can be like, "Oh, I have to go here. I need to go on this trip." But when you come home, if you haven't faced the trauma you went through,
you go right
you're
back.
gonna feel
you go right
that
back
shit
into the
when you
slump.
get back.
Yeah.
And it's why a lot of people go places and they get back to where they are. They make it back home and they're like, "I'm so depressed." And but they was depressed before they left. And growing up, everybody would be like, I can't wait to leave Slidell. And then you grow up and you move to all these different places and you realize everything's the same. Because it's all about how you feel about things. Yeah. It wasn't Slidell. It was you. And when you have like a loss of anything, you feel it also to where even with my dad, I'll be like, I call my job and I say, hey, can I work? I don't even care if I get paid or not. I'll work off the clock. And my boss is like, oh, I'm not going to have you do that. And but I wanted anything to keep me from being home.
Yeah.
And even now, like, you'll go to, like, some place and you'll be like, oh, damn, that remind me of my dad. But you should be able to smile and appreciate places rather than, like, shy away from different places. Because, of course, some things going to remind you of a person, but it shouldn't be a thing to make you want to, like, hide out and run away and do this stuff.
Like, dude, Dad loved Waffle House.
Yeah.
I fuck up Waffle House all the time.
Oh, I know.
I think about them every time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Just, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, the one time when, like, I actually remember breaking down was, like, right before I got in shape.
Yeah.
I remember being at the apartment, and I was, like, 190, which I'm not far from that now.
Yeah.
But I still have more muscle than I did then. Like, you know. Anyway. I remember, like, I was working, but I just remember being, like, very sad that day. Like, a lot of shit just hit me about, like, just my life, past relationships, other people that have moved on with their lives and things like that, and, like, Dad, and, like, I just was, like, thinking about all the bad shit I've dealt with, or the, you know, hands I've been dealt, and how a few key things happened in succession, one of which being Dad, you know, passing. And, like, I just broke down that day. Like, I literally couldn't even focus. I was, like, halfway during the workday. And I logged off. and like
I still remember that exact day.
I like broke down, but I broke down in a way of like for ever since like I was in such a slump after Dad that it was like I was just feeling sorry for myself. And that day when like I broke down, it was just like I was tired of feeling sorry for myself.
Yeah.
And I knew like nothing was gonna change the situation. I could still feel as shitty as I wanted to and feel sorry for myself. Everyone could, and anyone else could feel sorry for me. That wasn't gonna change the immediate situation or my feelings or my depression or whatever you want to call it. And I just was like, no, I'm getting in shape. Like, no matter what, I'm getting in shape. And like, I just like flipped a switch that day and went on the health streak I did for a year and a half straight, and made all that progress. And I've never felt as happy as I did when I felt good about myself. Like my physical appearance and it's not just physical, it's also mental, because when you get in the actual swing of healthy habits, it changes your mental. Like there's no avoiding it or denying it, or like you think, feel, and act differently.
Yeah. And
a lot of that is because of like confidence you have from the progress you've made. You know, there's many factors that play into that. But I just remember that was kind of like my break. Like I just was tired of feeling sorry for myself and all these shit cards, and I was gonna like make my own fate in a way of like I was gonna do something I had control over, and that's me, myself. And I think now one reason I struggle so much is because I knew where I was and I knew the work it took to get there, and I don't, it's like it's not depressing to think about because, like, dude, if I put in a solid 6 months of working out and minor eating habit like changes, I'd see results. So and I'd be hooked on it because it's getting that momentum. It's going in the gym on a routine for more than 1 or 2 weeks. When my bad habit right now is sitting inside, sitting on games. Like, why would I like get up and leave when like I have 6 friends online that I can talk and laugh with and play a game and just chill? Like, why would I want to go put myself into that like awkward situation of a gym?
So you were right there.
Gym intimidation and stuff that like it's just like comfort zones. Like I'm gonna have to push out of a comfort zone and stay there for a consistent amount of time, being 2, 3, 4 weeks to establish a better habit. Or to break a habit.
But just like you said, you had the time when you was like done feeling sorry for yourself.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like
even like the gaming is bonding, and it's a bonding experience. But I don't want you to stop that. What I want to ask you is,
it's balance.
Yeah, why can't you do both?
No, dude, these are the conversations I have with myself, and like these are just things I struggle with myself. And I can do both. It's just doing it. I mean, I don't know. Because then some days, like, I'll come to Slidell for a weekend, and I'll be off games for, like, 2 or 3 days straight, and I'll be doing other things. And some of which are with people, some of which are not. It's just not screen time and things like that. And, like, it does promote, like, better, it makes me feel better about myself. I like the break I have away from games and stuff like that. But then some nights I just want a game. I just want to play. I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
I don't want obligations. I don't want that stress, even if it's a low amount of stress. Like any type of obligation is something that's sitting there on my mind. When I have zero obligations, no plans, no nothing, I feel free. Like I feel like relaxed. Like I can actually just chill and not have to worry about having to do anything. And I can get lost in this game or this movie or anime or TV show series or whatever.
What's the last TV show you watched that got your attention?
I'm actually watching Community right now.
Okay.
Because I wanted another sitcom. Like, I've seen The Office so many times. I've seen Parks and Rec like twice. Like,
I hate people that watch The Office, but I love you. But
oh my god, you're one of
those. I know I'm supposed to say.
You're one of those people.
I know. I'm supposed to say.
You also don't.
I hate that people watch The Office. I hate people that watch The Office.
You also don't like Friends, huh?
What?
Do you like Friends?
What?
There are people that don't like Friends.
Dude, me and Cameron have been watching Friends for years. We both own the box sets.
Okay.
Even
right.
before it was put on streaming, we both own the DVD box sets.
Okay, so you're only getting one strike from me then. For The Office.
I don't like The Office because I don't like seeing motherfuckers look into the camera like... and constantly, and I'm just like, Steve Carell, he's good, but I ain't got time to be seeing him that many times that close in my camera screen.
The Office, like...
Andy, you know Andy, he told me one day, he's like, if you don't watch The Office, I'm gonna have to cut you off. And I was like...
Yeah, I'm with Andy.
I was like, nigga, you my best friend, you ain't gonna do that. He be like, I'm dead serious.
We cut him off, Andy. We cut him off. Get out of my fucking mom's house.
Hey, you already know, if I call her, she gonna tell me to stay.
I know, it's bullshit.
But...
She's gonna say my black son and my black grandbaby.
No, don't divert. So, before we finish this part, I want to ask you.
Don't get distracted now, Arrow.
I was just about to say, what are you gonna do to cut those distractions?
Oh, how the turns have tabled.
Alright. Alright, so,
I'm gonna flip them over.
what actions are you gonna take to make better choices and get your ass back in the gym?
Go there, even if it's completely against my will.
And, like, even generally speaking, by the way, for some people that take things offensively, and, like the people on Twitter, I'm not telling him he has to go to the gym. It's more so like, if you have something that you enjoy doing, it's more so like, why aren't you doing this?
Okay, I enjoy jerking off.
But you're doing more.
Sometimes I sit at home and jerk off instead of going to the gym.
But guess what? Nothing has distracted you from that.
You're right. There, I'll continue. Keep going. Keep going with this one. I want to hear what comes out of this.
What's the last video you watched?
The last video I watched.
Yeah.
You remember porn videos?
I remember them captions.
Dude,
when they mention black people, their bitches be so descriptive.
Bro.
They be like, college girl fucks gorilla. They be like, college girl fucks cocaine bear gorilla BBC plus 30. You got it.
What's plus 30?
I don't fucking know. You better ask Pornhub.
They won't be looking for the longest descriptions. You
Hey.
just click on that one, huh?
Black people can't never get a normal title, bro.
I have post-nut clarity. Like, whatever happened in those 3 minutes... What's your video? My video range is 5 minutes. Like, dude, in 5 minutes...
Have you ever had to go to the second page?
Second page, yeah. Oh, I've been, yeah. I mean, I've hit like, all right. I'm not going past like 10 pages. If I'm not on something, hold on. If I'm not on something in 10 pages, it's a different category. It's a category problem. I know people that be like in the hundreds.
Name them.
No, I can't do that.
What's your favorite category?
Can't do that. I mean, it's a hodgepodge of.
What's your ultimate category?
Babe, just like model shit that I'll never achieve, you know?
Squirt.
I mean, those are always pluses.
BBW.
No.
You like black throw?
What? I mean, I've seen a few.
I know you have.
I've seen a few.
I know. Did you like it?
No. Because I was just like, damn, my dick is small, and then I'm off the whole app, and then it's like mood ruined everything. Wait, hold on. What time is it?
Oh wait,
It's 11:30. Oh yeah, Max After Dark is on right now.
Let me call Jesus real quick.
Jesus is sleeping, dude.
Jesus.
Jesus. F80. Okay, give me that. Say your piece.
My favorite Doritos is spicy nacho and Cool Ranch.
So
That shit ain't got shit on that.
So first of all, your your favorite is 2. Okay, so that's enough. Right?
Yeah, because Cool Ranch is just like
Irrelevant. The best Doritos is spicy sweet
Dude,
chili.
you can always find those in the store. Spicy nacho is always wiped out.
The best Doritos spicy sweet chili.
He's a fucking liar.
Like if you agree, comment.
They won't. They won't. Everyone knows spicy nacho is the best. Even when lockdown happened, spicy nacho was wiped out everywhere for months.
They stopped making it.
No, they didn't. I just bought some last week.
There was production issues.
There's production issues on everything.
Yeah, so they had to pick the good flavors and make those. Spicy sweet chili.
No.
In
here. Okay. This always reminds me of like some Chinese noodles.
Chinese noodles?
Like mama.
Racist.
No, they're a good noodle. Shout out to Mama Noodle. Mama. You ready? We had that camera screen tell me a minute thing is on. On the back.
Oh. "17 minutes, 32 seconds.
17?
Yeah. Ain't getting any younger over here.
Oh fuck, I need a I think I need to plug this in the chair.
There's a power strip right over there.
What I need, yeah. Alright, we good. Sit your ass down.
One more?
No, I'm good.
One more.
I'm good.
See?
If it was spicy nacho, I would have got more.
Fuck off.
But it ain't that spicy nacho, so I don't want more. Hey!
That's a good story there.
Sit your ass down. Alright. So now that I got the handheld, I want to ask.
Now that I got the handheld.
You're pretty big on friendship.
Yeah.
You're always staying in touch with people and traveling with your friends and making people feel really included. How did you become that person, and what fulfillment does it bring to you by being that type of person? Because, I'll be honest, you excel in that.
Friendship?
Yeah.
I think I'm an empathetic person.
Mm.
I can read people. I know how people are feeling. My energy comes from that, right? So, if I can make you laugh, that's both of our energies are going up. You know what I mean?
But what I'm asking you is where
to come from?
usually when people have a friendship or anything, they want to have a two-way street instead of a one-way street. A lot of people always say oh, I'm the only person doing this, and you might be feeling like you might be the only person doing something else too. But But I'm asking you is how did you master to like make these people feel like they want to put the same effort in? Like you give it and they give it too. Even like with me, like I'm a person that's I have like bad anxiety, and I used to wonder like, dang, like I'm doing this, but another person don't. But with you would like feed something back to where I'll tell you, oh, it's Matt, we should go at Matt house, and be like, oh, Matt is feeling this, and you're like, oh, let's go. Matt's birthday comes around, you're like, oh, let's do this. My birthday come around. Or if I say like, yo, let's go take a trip, let's go see a concert. You always been the type, even with Carly or Jared, all these different people, you can somehow you like want to fulfill them in a way. I guess that they give you fulfillment too. But what I'm asking you is like, what made you become that person? Because even though it should be normal, basic instinct of like human nature, you rarely find that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I just mainly, I really just work like kind of off the energy.
Yeah.
Like there's certain people you're gonna vibe with more naturally than others, right? Like we all live very different lives.
Yeah.
We all do very different things, and like you know, whenever you hit those overlaps, and you can like celebrate something together and everything, like that, it just all goes back to like that other person's energy. Like you have energy. You know what I mean? Like, you like helped me out and like gave me so much energy. Like when I did start working out, so did Jared. Both y'all are in shape people that take your health more seriously than I do. Generally, especially at the time,
Yeah.
you know, when this was happening and stuff, and like other people you care about, whether it's friendship or relationship or whatever, like you always want to do actions that like make you a better person, right? For that person too. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just more natural, like when you have someone to bring that out of you. So like when I match the energy on people, or match personality or humor, those things I excel in, those things I look for, those things I'm good at, all kind of along with the empathy stuff. Like, I just excel in those situations.
Yeah.
When that energy is right with another person.
Right.
Because there's many people I know and I'm cool with and I'm friends with, but like, or I can match their energy different. But like, I can go balls to the wall, party mode, you know,
right.
And like I do that with certain people and certain friend groups, and like it's given. And then like there's certain friend groups, it's super chill, complete opposite side of the spectrum, and I vibe in both differently. And maybe I vibe in those in different times based on what's going on with me. You know, like I've been pretty shut in. I haven't gone out and done a lot.
Yeah, that's what make it even like more cool to me. To where you like.
Yeah, but it's taxing.
Usually you would feel like you. Well, that's what I was about to get to. You would feel like you like being stressed in, but I'll call you and you like, oh, I'm visiting Reed, so I'm doing this, and then sometimes I call you, you like going to fucking Canada, and you be like, oh, I'm like doing this in Canada, and I'll be like, Canada, and then you like, oh, I'm here in Colorado, and then somehow you will be there with me in Slidell, and then. I call you one day. I pulled up in New Orleans to go to Bank Street Bar and Bub's Burgers, and she was like, "Oh, let me know when you get there. I'm on my way." Then you here, then you there. But every time I see you, it's just like you a human being, so you obviously go.
Yeah, but like this year, I ain't been doing shit. Like hard shutdown, and maybe it's because like I did a lot last year. At the very beginning of this year, I just came back from Canada.
But even this year, though, you've been. By resort, you.
I mean, yeah.
You would be there like if I hit you up.
All right, so let me. So, all right, yeah. Let me break it down.
Break it down.
Let me break it. Let me break it down. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You gotta take a sip first.
I gotta get back on my train of thought now.
What's the train on?
The train going by. Do what you want to do. All right. So a lot of that comes with what?
Keep going.
We can keep going. Alright. A lot of that comes with also me not being able to say no a lot. Like, I don't like to let other people down either, right? So, like, especially if I'm not doing anything, I'm gonna try to hang out with whoever I can. Because, like, I care so much equally about all those people and making those people happy and spending time with those people that I'm gonna say yeah. And sometimes I overextend myself, and it shows when I'm just sluggish. Like I might do something with somebody on a Saturday, and then I do something with somebody on a Sunday, but I'm just like sluggish, or not completely there, or not well rested. Like I stretch myself thin by saying yes to a lot of people and wanting to see a lot of people. But there's just balance with that too, because sometimes if I go hard for a few months and I'm just doing a lot and very active, I kind of find myself I'll shut down for longer periods of time. Like I'm kind of in a shutdown right now a lot because of like my own, thoughts on myself because of like extra weight I put on since COVID, all this and all that. But at the same time, like I weighed this much and I went boarding for like a week straight.
Yeah.
I went boarding like twice last year. Yeah, like I'm not in the shape I could be. And like when I go do things with that, like that with people and everything, it makes me want to be in better shape, Because I also want to be like, I want to be able to do more runs.
Right.
I want to be more healthy and limber and things like that when I'm on the mountain, like
right.
to just be healthy in general, But I feel like sometimes I step back and I really do think like, damn, I fucking do a lot sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I get to travel a lot. I see a lot of people like with the job being remote and stuff. Like especially since COVID, like I went and like stayed with my sister for like a month in California. Like I went and stayed with Carly for like 3 weeks one time. Like I get to do a lot.
And you just all going for work and do it there.
Yeah, I'll take some days off. Like maybe like Carly was working a lot, and she took every Friday off that I was there. So I did the same thing. Like we both took like so out of the whole trip, I might have took like 3. I probably took a week total because of flight days plus like 3 Fridays I was there. You just work it out. You just work it out like that. Like I took a 3-week vacation and had a lot of fun. And I technically only had to take off like 3 days of that week minus my flight days, and that's just personally because I don't like having to work and fly. My anxiety, dude. Like if I'm flying, that's a one task a day, just because fucking dude, that flight to West Coast, I do it so often. It's like the most frequent path I do, and it never gets better. Like 5 hours straight to Seattle.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, I definitely feel overextended sometimes.
Yeah.
And sometimes some friend groups suffer, But then like there's the whole thing of you gotta do like sometimes I gotta say no. Like yo, as much as I want to go hang out, like I need to chill. Like I need this time. I need.
You definitely.
I'm just not there mentally, and I know if I go, I'm gonna be a drag, and like it's the last thing I want to do.
Yeah, but you gotta have that time for yourself.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I could ramble about this.
Next, I want to ask you: have you ever had a falling out with someone that you love?
Like family member,
anybody,
or friend, or falling out. I mean, I've had like, I mean, not like a falling out and then like become friends again. I've never had a falling out that's like really just a complete separation.
So every falling
outside
out
of like
you had,
ex-girlfriends.
So even with an ex-girlfriend, how was that?
I mean, it sucked. It always sucks.
What happened?
I mean, things in like relationships that just didn't work out, and then we
went y'all separate ways.
Huh?
Went y'all separate ways.
Yeah.
And what about a friend? So every friendship you fell out with, it came back together?
For the most part. Yeah. Or at least if it, like, no one comes to mind off the top of my head that's like a super close friend that just had like a, we just fell off, or something really happened that we didn't get past. It's like that's the thing. Like, I'm always gonna fuck with you if like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, if me and you had a fight.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we might be mad. Like, it's the whole dude thing, right?
Yeah.
Where, like, dudes will be mad. They might even throw hands over it, like, for that moment.
Right.
But then, like, it's like post-nut clarity.
Yeah.
It's like post-nut clarity, and you're like, we're good, dude. Like, it's fine. You know what I mean? Like, so outside of that, no, nothing comes to mind.
Yeah.
You know? And obviously, it sucks when like you're at those disagreements or not seeing eye to eye or things are said or whatever. But like,
yeah, it does suck.
I always try to if you're important in my life like that, like I'm gonna try to go above, like to supersede that some kind of way,
Right.
and not let whatever the fuck that was ruin like a good friendship and things like that. You know, like sometimes people just need to cool off, vent. Or you fucking get it out. You yell at each other and say what you gotta say and whatever, and then
yeah, I have one I need to fix myself.
And then you're good or whatever. But
yeah. There's a lot happening in the world right now. Recently, some people just went to see the Titanic, and the submarine imploded.
Oh, so we are circling back to this.
What are your thoughts on that?
Be more specific.
What are your thoughts on like the billionaires going? And do you care about those people?
I mean, I do. You don't want to see like anybody die, but like I don't know. At the same time.
At the same time, what?
You know what I do feel bad? I heard that the
kid
did not want to go.
Day? Yeah.
He got guilt tripped on Father's Day.
I think it's wrong that. I mean, the jokes were funny. But I think it's also wrong to even on one hand you're just like, damn, billionaires have so much money to do this stupid shit with their money. But at the same time, a life is a life. So the funny side of me is just like laugh at the jokes. The serious side of me is that I don't believe anyone should.
We're fucking going to hell, dude. We're going to. There's no way we're going to talk about this after drinking, and not like all the memes are just on highlight
I
in my head right now. I'm not even going to bullshit. Like,
hey, do you know that when it happened, it said "My Heart Will Go On" by Celine Dion?
What's trending? Like,
the stream skyrocketed, and I was just like, well. I told Matt my exact words. I said, what you just said. I said, dude, we're not making it to heaven.
Oh, dude, there's just one.
But I still have some kind of like compassion for all of those people that went.
At the end, I mean, dude, at the end of the day.
It reminds me of like, when I think of like the thing imploding, all I think about is, like that build up in the song. When it's like, yo, yeah. And some like fucked up shit happened. It's like, there's nothing. And I just imagine like shit flying everywhere, and I was just like, alright.
Yeah, you give in to the darkness.
Yeah.
Alright? And you gotta snatch yourself back. Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Because we're humans. Like okay. First of all, this did not mean anything, okay? I'm Italian and I talk with my hands, okay? I understand where this was a poor, but it was unplanned until you laughed. Are you crying?
I tried.
You're crying because you're upset about the lives lost.
I am.
It's just too far gone to not laugh at this point. At the end of the day, I can't. I literally cannot get this shit out of my head. Like, all the memes, everything, I can't. Okay, but honestly, people, at the end of the day, go home laying there. God damn it, dude. can't go in. This can't go in, dude. This can't go in. Oh. I left Facebook for like just getting judged and shit like that, and didn't want to deal with it. And now I'm just gonna have to leave Earth if you post this video. No, all right. On the serious note, I'm sure everyone at the end of the day like lays. Stop. People, when all the dust settles.
I am done.
That's it? Just right there?
God forgive me, I'm sorry.
That'll be 5 Hail Marys. That's your penance.
Hail Mary!
Do I think everybody's like saddened by it to some degree? Yeah, like loss of life at the end of the day sucks. And are we rolling?
Yeah.
Loss of life sucks. And like I'm sure a lot of us laid down on it, like I know I did, like and really thought about it and be like, that really sucks. Like to just like go down there and I know like you're trying to have fun, you're trying to go see Titanic, stuff like that. Yeah. I mean like
fun?
Yeah.
You think people went down there for fun?
Why else would you pay that amount of money
to go to see it? I wouldn't consider that fun. If you have a 19-year-old kid that's like nervous about going, I don't think that's considered fun. I think it's more so like
it's
for
clear
scientific purposes or like adventurous purposes, but I wouldn't say like fun.
Well, adventurous is fun.
Well,
like,
maybe I should use a better word, but I don't think they went down there like for fun. They went down there the whole
excitement.
Time. Yeah, but I mean, I feel like the whole time you going down there, especially knowing the whole thing wasn't even like built out of things that should have been built in, and I feel like they going down there to see it, but maybe it was fun. Who knows? Some people get off on that, but at the same time, I couldn't imagine like if they saying the kid is nervous, but he did it because it was Father's Day. I couldn't imagine that felt fun to him.
Well, okay. Well, there's a whole aspect of like, yeah, parental pressure that was put on that kid, probably. You know, like by his dad.
Well, maybe it was fun for the adults.
Right. Okay. So maybe the dad was super excited or thought it'd be fun or whatever he chose to do to pay $450, whatever, $250, $450?
Yeah, $250. Okay.
$250,000 to do it. Okay. Scientific, whatever you chalk that up to, it was more so of the from what I'd understand is the dads want to do that.
But you could have bought 2 houses and had more fun in the house.
Yeah. People like us that think about actually buying houses, yeah. That dude probably owns like 6.
Yeah, true.
Like, what else can I spend my money on to get excitement out of life?
Strippers and cocaine.
Yeah, maybe he's done that enough, you know? Maybe, like, that's the difference between us and them. They have the money.
Yeah.
They've done it.
True.
Like,
I agree.
They just do, at that point in life, like, when you're that removed or have that much money or do wild, crazy, the envelope is constantly pushed.
Like if we had Oprah money.
If we had Oprah money, I'd be dead in like 2 weeks probably.
That's why we don't have Oprah money.
God is like, you can't have Oprah money, alright? I've seen you win a paycheck, alright? You can't have Oprah money, motherfucker. But that's what I'm getting at. Like,
I know.
Some type of decision had to be made to put yourself at that much risk. The excitement had to be that high. I definitely agree.
The
want to do that, whatever it is.
Yeah, I was giving you a hard time, but
yeah, obviously the kid didn't want to do it, and that sucks.
But
I feel the most sorry, and I guess maybe that is asshole-ish or whatever. But like, I feel the most upset for the kid.
But even then,
you paid.
I feel upset for like all of them though, because some of them have been like so many times, and my thing is.
Yeah, but I heard that they used a different vessel.
But yes, but my thing is like, why? James Cameron, the one who directed Titanic.
Yeah.
He went like 30-something times,
Yeah.
and he even said he was like upset because he knew that they had used like carbon fiber or whatever to do it, and they knew. And then the dude over that company was like, he said something about he knew he was breaking the rules. And
Well, yeah, they had the whistleblowers.
yeah, but it's like at the
got
same
fired.
time, it's just like, how many times do you need to see the Titanic in person?
Yeah.
When they have video evidence of how it looks even close up. So many people have been down there to see it and presented us the information. You can't like go down there and like they couldn't get out of there. It wasn't like they was gonna get out of the submarine and take something because the submarine only opened from the outside. Right. So it's just like you could only see it from that perspective. Why would you even go there?
Look, the whole switching the machine and everything, stupid. Like you had one that has made 50 trips or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And then
the other gentleman.
Then you switched to a new one when people told you it wasn't going to work. Like it's riddled with flaw and like negligence.
Yeah, and that's what he was saying. That what me and Matt was talking about when they sign these waivers, but one of the things that the waivers like don't exclude them from is negligence. So they can still be brought to court for negligence. Mm-hmm. It was only they signed a waiver saying that they can die if there wasn't negligence. But
so they're gonna have to prove.
Yeah, but it's easy to prove it because they have it documented that this shit was made from carbon fiber.
Right. So that also goes towards. Okay, so what does that say about the CEO? Ida, quit looking at.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
And it's sad. No, the CEO. Sounds like he. So just back to the whole enthusiasticness, if that's a word, of the situation and the people involved, right?
I'll let you slide today.
Okay. So he was probably the most enthusiastic about visiting and doing this and making money with his company, whatever, that he pushed limits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he pushed the limits and other people paid the price for it, and that is upset.
But what does that sound like?
What do you mean what does that sound like?
That's the life we live every day.
How?
In this country, like the people in Congress, the president, everybody, they do shit, and who suffers?
Yeah.
The people.
Yeah.
So just like they went on that mission, everybody suffered for his actions, but it's just like everyday living. And these bullshit politicians, these bullshit, like, everything. Me and you, people like me and you, we suffer constantly.
Yeah, because we're used to getting shit on.
For the actions of what? Others.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and we're used to getting shit on.
But that's what he was saying. It's just like, it's the way it goes. So where it's... You see this stuff every day, like, even in Congress, like, when people be like, oh, I'm on this side, I'm on that side. It's like, either way, the people suffer. And you got this company, OceanGate, and it's like, these people that ran this company knew they was in charge. But who suffered? The people that chose to spend their money and go do it. But guess what? Like me and Matt was saying the other day, Matt sent me this thing where the company OceanGate already seeking like new people to work for them and shit. No one gives a shit.
I mean, they're gonna.
No one. They already asking for people to apply to be the like lead people to send people on like missions again. The Titanic missions are never gonna stop. It's been going on.
No.
Like this is just a thing that was like shoved in our faces.
Next is the Virgin Galactic space thing or whatever, right? Towards the space.
Next is gonna be hopefully when aliens come down and take us out of here.
Look, aliens show up Monday. Tuesday, there's going to be a company, alien tours.
If aliens come down right now, I'm just going to ask them to let me...
You ever think about that happen?
I'm going to just ask them. I'm sure they won't grant my wish, but I'm going to ask them to let me get high as shit before they abduct me.
Before they...
Put their finger in my asshole.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to be like... I'm going to bring this bottle on board. I don't know what the fuck y'all use, I'm bringing this bottle for me.
I'm like, can I just roll with my friends on myself?
Actually, come check this out. Get the alien high. Hijack his ship.
That's 20 minutes, so I like
Bars.
Alright, back to the Titanic topic.
Yeah.
Would you ever take that mission?
Take that mission. What do you mean?
To go see the Titanic?
They paid $250,000 to do that.
Yeah, but that's not the cost for everybody. That was just for Ocean Gate.
Would I pay money to go to the Titanic?
Would you go in general?
No, I'm good. Like,
Why do you think there?
I'm good.
Why do you think there are not any black people that go to the Titanic?
Because they can't swim in 2 feet of water, much less 20,000. What do you?
That's exactly what I was doing.
I know. Yeah, lead me right into that racism trap. Again, temptation's gonna knock, and I'm gonna answer that door.
What are your thoughts on the United States recently approving lab meat?
Proving what?
Lab meat.
I don't follow.
The United States recently approved lab chicken to be like distributed in restaurants and stores.
Like chicken grown in labs.
Yeah.
Weird.
Why do you think it's weird?
It's not natural.
That's the same reason why.
It's man-made. And
Yeah.
again, man, back to my previous point, man likes to pollute things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's how Mother Nature has to come take her shit back.
Yeah, via hurricanes and volcanoes and tornadoes and everything else that fucks us up and reminds us, like, hey, you're this small.
Yeah.
You know? Or imploding submarines.
So, you like to travel. What is the best experience that you've ever had when you travel somewhere? Number one.
Like, what has been one of my number one travels
Yeah.
so far?
Like, what's the most ultimate fun you ever had when you travel somewhere?
Well, I mean, recently, so I've traveled more as I've gotten older and had money, you know, my own money. This most recent trip to Canada to snowboard in Whistler, it's definitely the biggest resort I've been to, and there's 2 huge mountains. There's a gondola. I don't know how fucking high up, and it goes from peak to peak, and you're just hanging in a car suspended by a wire. Thousands
You did that?
of feet. Yeah, you go across to the other peak, and then you board down that peak. It's Whistler and Blackcomb.
Oh yeah.
It's the 2 mountains. I mean, dude, I've never seen sights from literally I have pictures on my phone on the peak or the top of the gondola, and you look and it's just mountains.
How did it compare when you did it in Canada versus Colorado?
Colorado is beautiful. Colorado is awesome. Canada is just a different, a little a level up or something.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It's just so big and everything out there.
Yeah.
I mean, there's beautiful mountains. Pacific Northwest, Colorado, things like that. But dude, standing up there and just seeing just mountaintops and that geography for as far as you can see, Canada is wild.
Yeah.
You know? No.
Did you want to come back when you were there?
I mean, dude, you snowboard for 5 days straight, 4 days straight. That's a.
Don't you get sore from that?
Yeah, you're sore day 2.
Yeah.
And you're bored for 3 to 4 more days. Like, dude. And, like, you're waking up, you're getting in line on the list. Like, you have to be up, dressed, and your layers of clothes, everything, and, like, down there at, like, 7:30, 8. Like, when lifts are, like, opening. So you're not, like, sitting in line for, especially if it's a weekend, dude. Like, if you go snowboarding or whatever, you snowboard. I'd love to see it. Please come with me.
I will. I'll get the invite.
You always get the invite, motherfucker. My life is an open book to you.
Yeah.
Buy your mountain passes for weekdays.
Are we going in October?
Where?
Colorado.
Where are you going in October? No, you're not.
I already told you.
No, you're not.
Alright.
You're lying. Are you going? Who are you going with?
You.
Me and you are going in October?
Yeah.
When did you tell me this?
In a text message.
Did you?
Did I not?
I don't think so.
Check your messages.
Did you just text me?
No, I didn't. That was last week. Or the week before.
Alright, where are you going to go?
Check your text messages before bed.
We're going to see Carly if we go anywhere.
Check your text messages before bed.
I always do.
Where do you want to go next?
Right after I close my incognito tabs.
What is the place that you
I want to
wanna
go to a
go next?
festival.
What is the place you haven't gone that you want to go next?
A festival.
Which one? Electric Forest?
Yeah, either Electric Forest or EDC Orlando
Well, I wish you would tell
or
me so we
EDC
could go to
Vegas.
Lollapalooza because it's in August, and I think the tickets are already sold out. And ACL have a fire lineup this year. I know we already both went there, but ACL have a good lineup.
When is ACL?
I think it's in September, but the thing is, they sold out of the weekend passes, and now they selling the day passes like high as fuck.
Yeah.
So, who is your favorite musical artist? If you had to name one, all genres.
That's a hard one.
Well, who's one of your favorites?
I think I got Lil Wayne. I mean, dude, hometown hero.
Of course.
Hometown, dude. Like, and it's like
the best. He's the best.
He spans so much too. Like,
and he, like you just said, he spans so much. But listening to him, whether you listen to him in adulthood, so many songs can bring you back to when you was a little teenager.
Dude, the amount of Lil Wayne songs that
even elementary school.
Listen, wait. The
like
amount
Hot Boys and
no, I swear to God, I was listening to Wayne when I got a baby bottle. Like it had to be that. It had to be that way.
You probably
Hot Boys, like just block is hot.
You need a hot one. I got one. That's it.
Dude, when the amount of times a Lil Wayne song can be randomly in a shuffled playlist or something.
Lil Wayne, I have so many memories of it to where I have the memories of when he was in the Hot Boys, and then I have a time when he couldn't even curse on his records, and he first started like releasing a solo. I remember the Carter 1 and Carter 2 coming back, and my older sister Evelina was listening to "You Are So Fine," and "Man Up Is My Dog," and then I remember all the mixtapes throughout when I went to summer school one year, and me and my boy Joe was listening to all of the mixtapes, and something that you forgot. And then it's like Carter 3, I was working at Walmart. I remember I've seen all these fucking dude, I know this might sound racist, but I remember when I was working at Walmart, I was 18 years old, it was 2008. All these white people was coming in snatching Carter 3 off the shelves. But you know Walmart only sell edited versions of music. So they don't sell parental advisory. So
really?
No. Kmart was the one that sold Cursing Music. Walmart.
That's where all the black people were.
Walmart sold edited, and then you had to go to Best Buy and all these different stores like Circuit City and whatnot to get your FYE.
Y'all were getting real CDs. We weren't.
But I remember when me and Cedric was working at Walmart in 2008, and I seen all these people coming snatching Lil Wayne albums off the shelf, and we looked at each other and we was just like, damn, like he really made it. And that's when he sold it over $1 million in the first week. And everybody knew the Carter 3 from the Lollipop, a Millie. Motherfucker,
dude, when a Millie comes on, every word.
Yeah, and then,
I know every word to that song.
And then I remember even like later down the line when he was like, when do you remember 6 foot, 7 foot, and
8 foot?
Dude, my memory of that, I was driving to Cedric's 21st birthday, and he had just turned 21 when he was going to eat at Houston's. And I got off work at 10 o'clock, and I bought my clothes to dress up in to work, and I changed in my car, drove to New Orleans to go meet them at Houston's, and the whole time I was rapping 6 foot, 7 foot, and I was just like going off in the car.
That shit is literally.
That's why I say like is the Lil Wayne memories. Even when I went to Georgia in 2008, I'll never forget when I went. I stayed with my brother James for that whole summer before my senior year, and Carter 3 posters is everywhere. So Lil Wayne is just like, some people have it for the music. I have it like these memories are like engraved in my head.
That music literally just the times of your life.
Yeah, like how they say, like when 9/11 happened, when Katrina happened, people be like, you never forget where you were, what you were doing, blah blah blah. In my mind, that's like Lil Wayne memories. So you never forget riding in a car with somebody and just like rapping Lil Wayne songs and realizing that even though
and that's why I gotta say that he's my favorite. Because when someone brings up Lil Wayne or I hear a song I haven't heard in a while, but I instantly know it and like I haven't heard the song in years.
Yeah. Even Sky's the limit, you know now I'm
dude, the fucking beats, everything, like you just get that feeling.
Yeah.
Like, this is good. Like
he's
what
special.
other artists like that's why. It's that specialness that like there's just so much Wayne in my life.
Yeah.
He was such a constant artist and he's from New Orleans and everything. And of course, that's going to play more of a factor for us.
Yeah, but even
versus other people,
that dude, like he's incomparable. Like,
but still, it's not even like you're on the bandwagon of a hometown hero. That dude is one of the greatest rappers.
Dude, I remember we went to Texas for Katrina, and when we went to Texas, like the people we was with, there's like, oh, we listened to like Zero and like there's like Slim Thug and all these people, and they weren't like really that into Lil Wayne, but afterwards like they loved him, and he has like this ability to like infiltrate your soul, to where it's like growing up in Louisiana, he already just there, you love him, but when you see other people love him, you just like he has something that's just like indescribable, to where you can be raised to not even listen to rap, you can be raised to like gospel, country, whatever. Your parents can't even ban you. I have friends that their parents like banned them from listening to rap and they know Lil Wayne because he just did it.
Yeah, he's huge for like anyone, from
dude,
he's
special. He's special as fuck.
So yeah, his music is definitely special. That's why if I had the gun to my head favorite artist,
definitely.
That's such a consistent.
Dude, no one compares. And I love Jay-Z. But if I was from New York, I think Jay-Z is like, sometimes I'm like he's the top lyricist, but if it makes sense, Lil Wayne is like the top like rapper for me. To where he just like
Baby Money. I got your baby money.
Dude, yeah, like, but even then, like when Lil Wayne and Jay-Z was beefing, but then they became so close. And Lil Wayne did an interview where he said, people didn't even know who Jay-Z was, the real person he was, and he said when he got in debt with like taxes and stuff, he said Jay-Z paid his entire tax bill. But they was beefing at one time. Mm-hmm. But that's the thing, like Lil Wayne just I can't even describe him.
It's Lil Wayne, dude.
Yeah, that's the only description. It's Lil Wayne.
Like that's the thing, and like you could tell people that aren't from here that. And they're like, oh yeah, he's good, whatever. But like, they're not gonna share that same.
Yeah, bro.
We were raised on Wayne, dude. Like that's just what it is. That's just like growing up.
Hey, look, that's not even a joke, bro. Look what it say. Lil Wayne once had $14 million in tax debt, and Jay-Z came through. He said that man helped me with my taxes, and they was beefing. Mm-hmm. Mr. Carter.
Yeah. beefing, but here's 14 mil. Like, you gotta be a good person to still swing that one, right? I'll drift away to wherever we go after this.
Alright, next I'm gonna ask you,
Oh, the camera's rolling. Alright, continue.
Who'd you say your favorite musical artist was?
Dolly Parton.
Who was it for?
Lil Wayne.
Okay. Have you ever seen Lil Wayne live?
Yes.
Good.
At the...
Oh, speaking of Dolly Parton. Yeah, after every Lil Wayne concert, he plays I Will Always Love You, but he plays the Whitney Houston version.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
He plays the version.
Yeah.
I mean, I know she made it. But Whitney made it. You know what I mean?
What is your greatest... What is your... What is your greatest...
always
love
you. Alright, what?
What is your greatest live music experience?
Chili Peppers. The fucking Chili Peppers, baby! Come on.
Why is that?
I mean, the Chili Peppers are such an iconic band.
Yeah.
And, dude, they are just, like, such
Definitely.
performers. Like, dude, their whole show is just a fucking...
spectacle.
It's a jam band.
Yeah.
They, like, just jam together. And, like, the way they just jam in and out of their hits...
Yeah.
You don't even know it's coming. Like, they'll be coming out one song, and then they'll just be jamming, like, whatever, and then, like, they just set up, like, it's just... The whole production and everything is just so good.
I remember at ACL
It's
and
so
I was
hype,
like, I'm leaving, I'm gonna get spotted at Chili Peppers, and you came up.
Dude, I'm
and
so
you was
upset. I still am upset that Carly wasn't with us.
I know.
And me and Carly talked about this. Like, we can't believe we went and saw it and had the nights we had, and, like, we were, like, this far away from each other in a crowd.
Yeah.
You know, like... But I knew. But that's the thing, like, we saw Chili Peppers at Bonnaroo before that.
Yeah.
Like, I knew what was in store.
Yeah.
And you said, I'm going, and I said, that's smart. And we just went. And dude, that's probably like the best main stage crowd location I've been at.
Yeah.
Dude, we were smack down, and Jay-Z. We got pretty decent for Jay-Z too.
And we got to go in that booth with the fucking free beer and shit with Corey.
Yes. Yeah.
And
he found us. He was like, yeah, just come back here. Like, we're just free to
that's everybody.
We didn't have to be all up in everybody's shit. Like, we're in like the sound booth, like the production stage.
And that was when Chester Bennington had first died when he performed Numb.
And then he put Numb on? Oh,
yeah.
I was like, bro. That big blow up fucking poodle, dude. The most random fucking stage prop or whatever.
Yeah.
Like Jay-Z gonna really just hit us with these bars with this poodle right here. Like bars. With this fucking blow up poodle, bro.
Yeah,
I just remember that same year we saw The Weeknd like 3 times.
Yeah.
Because of the festivals we went to, and it was all the same productions. Like it was that Star.
Hey, remember when I used to always say I would get a headache from seeing it?
Yes.
I'd be like,
when it be going up and down.
I'd be like, give me a headache. And it never fell. When I was seeing it, I'd be... Damn,
I remember Bonnaroo. We dipped. Because, like, Bonnaroo was, like, the second or third time we were seeing The Weeknd, and we're like, dude, we saw him already.
Yeah.
Like, it's great, it's a good show, whatever.
And I remember when
Let's get on the road.
I remember when he kept playing hits, and I'd be like, alright, after this song.
Wait, back to that point. Wait, back to that point of, like, those vacations where you're like, some of them you're like, oh, man, I gotta leave in 3 days.
Yeah.
And some of them you're like, I still have 3 days. Bonnaroo, bro. Mid-fucking sweating your dick off. It's like, it's only like Saturday night, you're still going hard, you wake up Sunday, you still have a whole day, you wake up Sunday and you're like, you want to get on the road now? Like, can we just go home now?
Dude,
we never, I don't think any of the years we went, out of the 3 or whatever, I don't think we ever stayed till Monday morning. I think we always dipped.
No, the only time I stayed till Monday morning was
That one time when it was like the rain.
Yeah.
You remember when it was raining? That's the year I had my truck tent. Because I remember waking up and it was like raining. And I was like, damn, this tent's doing actually pretty well in the rain. But
yeah, but either way, even like if you was gonna stay till Monday, you packed up by Sunday.
Oh, you're packed except for like literally your tent.
Yeah.
Like your car is ready to go to where like you wake up, drop the tents, throw them in, get in line. Like, yeah.
Yeah, Bonner is such an experience, bro. And, you know, I did like ACL. Like I remember that guy, that couple we seen. There was like grandmas and grandpas, and they had the shirt that was like "Live Slow," and it just show you like it's no age limit on experiencing those type of things.
Yeah, it's like that family we talked to that like it was like literally them and their kid.
Yeah.
And it was like their 16th Bonnaroo.
Yeah.
And the kid's fucking like 6th. Like the kid was already double numbers.
Yeah.
Than us.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like special place.
I had so much FOMO. I literally put on I got home one night and Hulu actually did live coverage of Bonnaroo.
Oh yeah, I remember you told me.
And I go sit on the couch and like they had Paramore on. And I literally watched it and then I bought Paramore. Like me, Reese, and Tony are going to see Paramore next week.
Dude, Kylie have 2 tickets that she trying to sell.
To the Paramore concert?
Yeah, and she got them, but she was like, she got them with this chick, and she said her and the chick had a falling out. So she trying to sell both of the tickets, and she asked me if I want them in. She was asking me that last Saturday, and I was like, I don't know.
Me, Reese, and Tony are going. We're in the 300s. Like, I mean, we're at the very top. We just went for cheap tickets, but
I'll have to ask her what hers are.
We're in like the 300s.
Next, I want to ask you, what do you enjoy more, being single or in a relationship?
It's a trade-off. Ultimately, I have to say relationship.
What are the pros and cons?
The cons are constant fucking headache, or like trying to make someone else happy, or keep someone else happy with you. Like that in itself is worth being single, just because like literally I don't have to make anyone happy except my friends, who are way less critical than a significant other. You know, I feel like in most situations and stuff, but I mean, like, dude, being single, like, it gets lonely. Like, ultimately, like, we're, like, programmed to want family and kids and marriage and stuff, and I like to think I definitely want all those things.
That's what I was going to ask you next. Do you want to get married one day?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just, like, being raised in the South or being raised Catholic. I think it all goes together.
It's a confederacy.
It all goes together now. But
I had to when you mentioned the South.
Jesus. Not like my dad's a firearms dealer. Pretty sure he had a Confederate flag at one point, you know. What was the original question?
Do you want to get married?
Yeah. I think ultimately, that's the goal. Yeah.
What are your personal views on bringing kids into this world?
Doing. Get fucking face. Just staring at my eyes. You want to do it responsibly? You want to do it like when you think you're ready for it? Which, I mean, is anyone ready for kids till it happens? Yeah. Some people it just happens and you gotta be ready for it.
Yeah.
Which honestly, with my indecisive ass, I feel like that's like the situation that I probably thrive in more, but planned would be better.
Plan B?
No, planned. Child. I mean, Plan B.
Has saved a lot of lives.
No, it's actually done the opposite. You stupid fuck.
Has prevented a lot of lives.
There you go. Alright, we see where your priorities are, Harold.
Hey, don't act like I'm the only one.
No, hey, look. It saved us some headaches, you know? But,
And cash.
shit, it saved a lot of cash. Especially if you try to put your kids through Catholic school.
You gotta get that iPad though.
Oh, shit.
What is the craziest thing that you've ever heard while eavesdropping?
I don't know if you know my extracurricular activities, but I don't have the best memory.
Trust me, I know.
I don't even know. I'm not thinking of a specific scenario. What am I? What's the question?
What's the craziest thing that you heard while eavesdropping?
While eavesdropping.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
How old were you when you lost your virginity?
Shit. 15.
Same.
Hey, shut up. Wait.
I'm dead ass.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Twins.
I mean, you were 15 before me, but you know.
Hey, 15 is 15.
I mean, you fucked before me, dude.
Yo, I bet. Sorry, Mama, but I'm gonna have to tell him a story when she found out and she put olive oil, which is holy oil, all on the door handles of my room and put it on my forehead and my face.
Your mom?
Yeah. Real shit.
Did she light you on fire after?
Almost. And she told me to ask God to forgive me for my sins.
So you got painted up with olive oil at 15.
Exactly. I swear.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just didn't let my mom know.
Well, my mother found out through some unfortunate circumstances. And, yeah. Cedric mom and my mom found out at the same time. We won't elaborate on that.
I wish we would.
Next.
Hi.
Were you nervous the first time you fucked?
No. I mean, yeah, to a certain degree, but I had a good idea of how things were going to work at that time.
You knew where the hole was?
Yeah.
You was focused?
Yeah. Especially because, like, it happened in the office of my girlfriend's parents' house, and, like, literally they were, like, hop, skip, and a jump on the couch, like, you know, down the hall.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
I've been outside in cars, laundromats.
Yeah. The thing about my room... Sorry, Mom. The thing about my room here, during high school and shit, is that you can see the reflection of someone, like, you can see the shadow of someone in the hallway if they're coming into the hallway from the living room.
And the bed spring's always fucked up. That's why you gotta get a Tempur-Pedic.
So you just be laying it down, and you can reach over and get your wine glass off the corner of the bed.
Tempur-Pedic. You gotta go so.
Yeah, but there's some soul.
Don't put it in our eyes.
I was gonna say there's some soul to the squeak though.
Yeah,
It gives the whole experience like some character.
a little razzle dazzle.
Yeah, like my brother in the room next to me knew every time.
Yeah.
Knew every time.
Did you listen?
I mean, I heard it. Did I hyper focus on it? No. Was sometime I was trying to sleep? Yeah.
You should stay out of black folks' business.
Get the fucking vape.
If you could go back in time, would you wait until marriage to lose your virginity?
No.
Why not?
Yeah, I can't say it. Would I go back and not lose my virginity?
Would you go back and wait until marriage if you could go back in time?
No.
Why not?
Why?
I don't know. You probably gave a dick to somebody that you regretted.
No. I think everything is a learning opportunity.
Every poke happened for you.
Like every
poke happens for a
experience.
reason.
Yeah. Every experience had its own thing, you know.
Yeah.
It'd be like just taken away from my overall life experience.
Yeah. I feel like
up to this point.
I feel like. Are you gonna go poke some more?
I mean, whenever I get the opportunities, yeah. Call me Pokey the Bear.
Are you afraid of death?
Yes,
Why?
because it's unknown.
Are you scared to go?
Go to death.
Why?
Because it's unknown.
Why are you scared to die though? There's a lot of things that are unknown. But why are you scared to die?
Most things, like fear, I think a lot of fear is like on the brink of unknown, you know?
Are you afraid because you know you only get this one lifetime?
How do we know we only get this one lifetime?
Sure.
That's the thing.
So why are you scared?
Maybe we do only get this one lifetime. But then, like, even if you die, why
are you
why
scared?
am I doing this?
But why are you scared of the unknown?
I think it's a natural thing for anyone to be scared of the unknown.
Oh, I would agree, but I'm scared of dying. But I'm scared of dying because
Yo, ass gonna go to hell. I'd be scared too if I lived like you.
fuck it. No, I'm scared of dying just because that is my reason. Like, we only get, even if we get an afterlife, I'm scared to die because I want to make more memories. I know it sounds selfish,
Well,
but I want to make like more memories of people. I want to feel
you want more out of this life.
Yeah, I want to feel more
because you know this life is guaranteed. But what if I told you that it's like a repeat?
Yeah.
You literally get to do it all again.
Yeah, it's crazy. You just summed it up so simple. When it's like you want more out of this life, and that's exactly what.
And it's because this is the only life you know you get.
Yeah.
You don't know you get another one or anything else after this.
Right.
But what if you do? Would you be so afraid of it? Probably not.
I mean, I would probably say that I would probably still be nervous just because I know it sounds odd, and I still have a lot of growing to do. But my difference is, even if I knew afterlife was guaranteed, I think about Satan, how he was once an angel, and then he was like cast down there, and My thing with
I
this,
think
like,
that's a very important piece
my thing
that
with
is
like,
skipped over.
yeah, like my thing with this life is, you get to have the flaws. You get to do wrong. You get to do everything wrong that, and be forgiven if you have like the chance. But I also like worried that if there is not the life, like, what if I do something wrong and it's, you just like, all right, bye. Because everybody always be like, whatever you do here is like the door to open for you to get to heaven or hell. But then nobody ever talks about how Satan was already there,
And
and then one day,
so you're telling me like it's not just this test we have to go through
yeah,
on Earth. We have to put conscious effort into still resisting temptation and facing things. Like, how would one fall from heaven if there's no temptation or any
right,
or anything to tempt to affect them being there?
right. And to the people that already might know the answer, enlighten me.
Who knows the answer out there?
No, I'm saying like the people that already like have like the reasons why it was like. Because I'll be honest, I haven't read the whole Bible, so my thing is just like all speculation. And some people might have read the whole Bible. I'm not there yet. I'll be honest. And so if there's a part that I'm missing, because some people when you say something they be like, "Well, the Bible says this and the Bible says that." I'm gonna be honest and say I haven't read the whole thing. But if there is something like that you should know, then enlighten me. But at the same time, I think that's like scary to be like, everybody else be like, when you get to heaven, like, you're not gonna have a want for nothing. And it's gonna be like whatever.
And that's hard. That's hard to conceptualize.
Yeah.
Because of the life we live now.
Yeah.
But maybe like my whole thought is like maybe you're just so happy seeing all the people that you've lost and getting to be with them again that like is that the bliss? Is that the overwhelming sensation that like you're told about as a kid, or like
What if somebody asked you to take like a shot of whiskey
in heaven?
Yeah.
I'm like, is this made from apple? Is Eve the fucking bartender? Like Is this a setup? Where's the cameras? Did Ashton Kutcher's ass up here? Am I being pranked? That's a loaded question, okay? So I'm gonna ask you to take a shot in heaven. Well, technically, doesn't the Bible say you just can't indulge?
But how dope would that be to take a fucking shot in heaven?
I'm just partying. I'm just partying. I'm just picturing a party. And everyone's like, everybody can take 2 shots, but no more. Or you're indulging. That's gluttony. And you're going to hell.
Yeah, that's another thing. What if you want like 5 steaks?
And there's a lot of motherfuckers in heaven, probably.
But that's gluttony too.
Yeah, that's why you can have 5 steaks.
But why not?
Maybe because there's poverty in heaven, too.
But if they say everything your heart desires, like,
maybe it's roles reversed, where like billionaires that implode on submarines have no money in heaven, and then we get all the money, and then we have to.
But what if everything is free?
Ain't nothing in life free, baby.
That's why it's in the afterlife.
I hope it's free.
I like free steak.
Do you think we really get to like live with the animals?
I would hope. I want to ride a hippo.
I heard something. A hippo?
Yeah, who wouldn't?
A hippo is not the first thing I go to in my mind.
But you want to ride?
A dinosaur?
That too.
Dude, can you imagine like running around on a raptor?
Can you imagine riding on a pit bull like a horse? But he got like the weight and shit to sustain your big ass.
You just want to ride a pit bull.
Yeah.
A big enough pit bull.
Yeah. Oh, what if you can ride on a fucking giraffe?
Yeah. But the thing is, you're not that high on a giraffe if you're riding on its back.
But what if you can ride on an elephant tusk?
Ride on an elephant tusk?
Yeah, like he just like.
Where's the tusk?
In the fucking front. He just fucking holding you.
Oh, okay.
Is you fucking on that bitch like fucking swinging and shit like that? And he's fucking running and you got like a strong grip and you can't fall off.
Yeah.
You have to imagine unimaginable.
Yeah. Swimming with sharks and holding on to them like dolphins.
Dude, swimming with sharks but knowing that you're in the afterlife and they can't attack you.
Fish are friends, not food.
Yeah.
Max sense of human.
Yeah. Except for that one guy in Egypt that I got attacked by a shark. I'll have to show you that video later.
Okay.
He was killed.
Sharks tend to do that.
I really have to show you that video later before I go, because it's too bad shit. What if we could rob, like, on a fucking T-Rex, dude? That'd be dope. It'd be making noises, but we'd be making noises right back. Make your best dinosaur sound.
Oh, you know, I saw a video, to that point, I saw a video about Jurassic Park, and it was like one of the audio people that were talking about how they made the T-Rex noise. And it was like a combination of baby elephant, lion growls, and like one or two other animals.
Yeah, because there's like a video I seen when it's like, how did they ever give us dinosaur sounds when none of those people have ever heard a dinosaur?
Right? What if dinosaurs are just like I didn't know I was gonna go cat on that. Or maybe a little more ferocious, like cocaine cat.
No, make your best dinosaur sound now. Like, make it sound like you think a T-Rex would sound.
My mind immediately went like, I can't. It's 2020. What is it? 2023.
Yeah.
I can't make retard jokes. I'm gonna be honest, because I'm human. You said make your best dinosaur joke or noise, and my mind immediately went like, because of their arms being really short. Okay, that's just first initial thought. Okay,
Yeah.
and we will be tempted. Okay, in life, and that was an intrusive thought. But those are not real, and you don't have to act on. I acted on that one.
Yeah, you did.
But you don't have to act on them.
You sure don't.
This man at 1:53 a.m. says, "Make your best dinosaur noise." We should just go do it out in the circle. Drum roll.
How would you like to be remembered?
Sorry, I was doing my Tina.
Jeez, it's 1:55.
Yeah, motherfucker, I know. I gotta work tomorrow. Where'd my cup go? How would I like to be remembered? Man, I don't know. I think about that often. Like, if I was just gone, like, what would people say, do, remember?
One, that you treat everyone great, but how would you like to be remembered?
I mean, yeah, like,
Like, how would you like to be remembered? Not how would you be remembered?
I just want to be remembered.
In what way?
Just in general.
So even if people remembered you from like shitting on their couch.
Yeah, because they're probably gonna laugh at that.
Sure.
Like, if you think about me after I'm gone and you laugh about something, again, that's like my biggest power on Earth currently, is if I can make people laugh.
So you think you got a superpower?
No. I don't think I have a superpower. What I'm saying is, if it works on you or not, if I can make you laugh, I'm more comfortable and I feel better and everything just works better.
You do have a superpower though. It is to make people laugh.
Yeah, but sometimes I feel like sometimes I can't make people laugh, and then I feel very helpless.
No, sometimes you think you can make people laugh, but you always make people laugh. You always make people feel great. That's why I said, how would you like to be remembered? Not how will you be remembered.
Hey.
Because this question is about what you want people to feel, but it's not what you've already made people feel. It's just about what you would want. You already did your good deed for the world and left your mark, but what would you like to be remembered for?
Just being a good friend, a good son, a good human being in general.
Yeah.
Like all this shit fucking sounds like
cliche.
Yeah, it sounds cliche as shit, but like at the end of the day,
you did it, Joe.
I'm also not. I don't like. Literally, my time with friends and family and people, especially as I get older, which is also cliche, but also given the things and the losses I've had in my life and stuff, which I think I've experienced earlier. You too has experienced earlier than most.
Yeah.
It changes you. It's hard to explain, but it does, obviously.
Yeah.
And it changes you in ways you never expect. Like, it's weird.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
And you can't really explain it to someone else until they go through it, because they might react and it happen a completely different way for them or whatever. But like, at the end of the day, like, I do just want to be remembered as a good. Like, I hate when people have grudges against me now and don't like me now. I don't want to be remembered negatively like that.
Right. Same.
After I'm gone, like, I want it to be good. And there's better ways of saying that, but like, at the end of the day,
I know exactly what
that's what it boils down to. It just literally is as simple as that. It's like, as you get older, like, life gets a lot more simple. Like, you come back to, I feel like when you're young, the world is so big and you just want to like explode out into it.
Right.
And as you get older, you come back and away from more of the material stuff, and just you realize through events in your life what really matters, and like, you come back down to just literally, for me, it's as simple as wanting to make my friends laugh, wanting to make my friends smile, things like that gives me the most joy in my day currently.
Yeah.
And that's what I want if I were to not be here next week and you're doing something, or something reminds me of you of me. Like, I want you to like laugh, smile, I don't know, maybe cry, for a little bit there.
I'll do all of them.
Like, it's going to be appreciated.
I'll just be mad I can't harass you no more.
I'll be up there looking down, like, I'll see you. I mean, I'll be down there looking up, like, I'll see you soon.
On a serious tip, like, everything you described, you would definitely be remembered for all of those things. Because you did a good job at, like, showing that.
And I mean, honestly, like, obviously, so back to the other point of, like, marriage and kids and stuff, like, hopefully I don't pass away till I'm well after those kind of things, too. So then there's going to be more added to that.
Right.
I want to be remembered as a good, reliable, providing, loving father, not just son, or friend, or the current roles I fill.
Right.
So I mean, like,
you would say to do more.
Yeah. And obviously, like, there's gonna be more to do in those situations.
Definitely.
Yeah,
I love that. Next, we have 3 questions.
You fuck. Oh, is this fuck, marry, kill?
Yeah. Smash, marry, kill.
Oh, hold on.
So, smash, marry, kill.
Smash, marry, or kill.
Halle Berry, Blake Lively, Beyonce.
I'd have to kill Halle Berry because I was never a big fan of her. I know, yeah, she's like hot and shit. Like, if I could see her in the Catwoman dress like once before she bites it, like I'm good on that. Ooh. So after the marry, like, are we still fucking or like marriage with no fucking?
It's smash, marry, kill.
Okay, so. Yeah. The other two are Blake Lively or
Beyonce.
yeah. You could have gave me way harder. Damn. I mean, Blake Lively's the end goal.
See, I guess I should have.
Blake,
I guess I
no. Here's the thing.
Here's
Here's the thing. Blake Lively's the end goal. Like the end goal.
Yeah.
But if she's the end goal, I can't fuck because I'm marrying her.
Yeah,
right?
you have to marry her. You're still gonna fuck your wife.
Oh, so I am fucking my wife.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm tapping Beyonce, then I'm tapping Blake and marrying her, 100%. And buy Halle Berry.
What would you do your wife?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
It's not married and you die. Who doesn't?
Could you imagine the fuck making? Could you imagine I fuck Blake Lively, I kill Beyonce. No, I fuck Blake Lively. I kill Halle Berry. I marry Beyonce just to immediately die and see Halle Berry again. You know how awkward that shit's gonna be?
Yeah, that would be. Especially in the afterlife.
Right. And I doubt she's wearing the Catwoman costume in heaven.
She might be.
We could both go to hell, and if she's got the Catwoman costume on, I might be finding some loopholes in this whole situation.
Alright, the next one is gonna throw you for a loop. I have to make sure the camera's off.
This dude's pulling out the backup notebook over here. We're going off script right here. These are the experimental questions, huh? That you just drafted up for your new podcasts. Your videotape. Okay.
Smash, marry, kill. Jennifer Aniston. Rihanna. Or Martin Luther King.
Never mind. You know, I said something about a racism trap earlier in this podcast. This is the racism trap. All right, smash, marry, kill.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King. Who else?
Rihanna or Jennifer Aniston?
I mean, I'm not fucking or marrying a dude. Okay? So
what are you gonna do to MLK? Jennifer Aniston.
Rihanna. All right, I'm marrying Aniston. I mean, come on.
What about Rihanna?
Smash.
So what are you doing to MLK?
I'm killing them. I have a dream. I've had a few dreams, and I've definitely smashed Jennifer Aniston. So
Justice for one.
I mean,
why do you have to do him like that?
if he had the same question, and it was smash, marry, kill Rihanna, Jennifer Aniston, or me, I'm pretty sure I know where my man's going.
Where are you going?
To hell with me. Because we both killed each other.
Alright, the last one.
Is this another Smash Mary kill?
Yeah. By the way, Secret Service, if you watch this, he was just playing. Jennifer Lawrence,
Cool.
Angelina Jolie, Aubrey Plaza.
I'm definitely marrying.
Lawrence.
Dude, hands fucking down.
I remember how excited you was at Red Bull when those pictures leaked.
Hands fucking down. Marrying J-Law. Who are the other two?
Angelina Jolie and Aubrey Plaza.
I mean, I'm tapping Angelina Jolie.
So you're killing Aubrey?
Yeah.
Alright. That's all, folks.
I believe. That's all.